goody, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody. It's your girl Zeze back with another motherfucking video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get a joint a thumbs up, share this motherfucker, all that shit, you feel me? So, first things first, shout out to my nigga Cali Chulo Clothing. You already know what's up, that's my guy. This shirt says, I'ma just let the streets have you, cause some of y'all motherfuckers just belong to the streets, okay? So I fuck with this crew neck though, good quality, good dude, black owned, black dude. Definitely gonna support my nigga. Y'all already know what's up. Go do that shit. So today's video is going to be a reaction video. I'm actually going to be reacting to Pastor Troy's interview or follow-up interview with this, I don't even know who, this irrelevant ass fucking TV show. I mean, radio station I've never heard of before. But he recently went kind of viral on Twitter, or like was trending on Twitter, because a couple days ago he put up a post about the Grammys. Y'all ain't see the Grammys. Then you didn't see what Lil Nas X had on, okay? Lil Nas X had on this pink-ass, little strappy thingy, whatever the fuck, real girly looking ass outfit or whatever, right? Pastor Troy put up a picture of Lil Nas X in the outfit. In the caption, he basically was like, you know, like, if this is what you gotta do to win a Grammy, I ain't gonna be winning no fucking Grammys because I'm not about to sell out like this. There's an agenda to feminize men, specifically black men. I'm teaching my sons not to do that shit. Like, I don't agree with this shit. He said something along the lines of him and his son was sitting at Applebee's, and his son seen two gay dudes, or two, I don't even think he said two gay dudes, he just said two punks or some shit like that in the caption. He sounded like a real old head, like a real old nigga in the caption. But he said, yeah, my son seen two punks kissing and shit like that, eating mozzarella sticks at Applebee's, and the first thing my son said was, fuck Applebee's. And I thought that shit was fucking funny. A lot of people thought that was homophobic. It was, you know, offensive, insulting, and shit like that. I personally don't think so. I thought the shit was funny. Honestly, I thought it was funny because it doesn't make sense. Fuck Applebee's, like, nigga, if you was an Outback, Starbucks, fucking McDonald's, it don't matter where you went, you just would have said whatever restaurant you was in. But other than that, I really agree with everything he said in the caption. I honestly didn't understand why people was dragging him on Twitter, because I agree, and I've never even heard, I don't even know who this nigga is. I didn't even look him up to see, honestly. I just seen the shit posted on the Shade Room, was like, what's this? You know what I'm saying? But apparently he's a pastor and a rapper, or both, or used to be one and now he the other. I don't really know. He did a follow-up interview though on this dude's show, and I'm about to react to it because he's going to talk about his comments, and I just want to see what he got to say, you know? So let's see.
And what I felt, man, I didn't expect. I put up a whole bunch of BS. You feel me, man? And I don't ever get that kind of backlash. But I guess they say you mess with them alphabet boys, it just turn to something totally different. You feel me?
That's a fact.
It was the timing.
Yeah.
It was the timing of the post.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for people that don't know, you know, Troy had an opinion on the costume or the dress that Lil Nas X was wearing.
Yeah.
You know, his attire for the day at the Grammy Awards, and you know, he felt like, you know, is this the images that we portraying to the kids?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just for the people, just go ahead and clarify your statement one time. So
you know what I mean? I don't even remember everything that I said, but whatever I said, I meant. You feel me, man? Because I have sons, man. You know what I mean? I'm raising my young boys up to be young men. You know what I mean? I'm not making it cool and comfortable to practice being gay in my household. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing that they even tripping off of, but you still got to be out front, you know what I mean, as a father, and say, hey, man, this ain't what's going on around here, man. You know what I mean? Men are with women. Heterosexual men, man. We raising young, black, heterosexual males, man. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. So just for the record.
And there is nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people have gotten so indulged in fucking PC culture, you know what I'm saying, and trying to not offend nobody, and trying to be open-minded, and trying to, oh, hell nah. Look at my motherfucking, oh, whatever, y'all. Let me get my shit right. Look at this shit. Look at this. Hey, nothing coming out of this hoe. So, get these motherfuckers. Alright. Yeah, I think a lot of people have gotten so caught up in trying to not be offensive and trying to be so open and trying to, you know, please everybody. Like, a lot of people have gotten to a point where it's like they're afraid to just not agree with shit. You know what I'm saying? And to be proud and stand in what you don't agree with. Like, it is not homophobic to say, I don't agree with homosexuality. It's not homophobic to say that. It is not homophobic to say, I don't want my kids to grow up and participate in homosexuality or be a homosexual. That is okay for you to not want your kids to be gay. And it is equally okay for you to say, you know what? I want my child to be straight. I want to raise my child as a heterosexual male. I want to make sure I want to do everything I can possible to make sure my child wants to procreate when he gets older, or wants to date a woman and make a family and do what I did and follow my footsteps. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you wanting a heterosexual son. To each his own. You're a parent. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to parenting, my nigga, it's really on some subjective shit. Like, those are your children. It is on you what you instill into your children. The morals, the values, and shit like that. That's on you as a parent to do that, to instill that into your child. You know what I'm saying? So, and it varies. And that shit varies between cultures, between heritage, between, like, geographically, between groups of people. Like, it just, that shit, it depends. It's subjective to that person, to that family.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Men are with women. Heterosexual men, man. We raising young, black, heterosexual males, man. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. So just for the record, are you homophobic?
I'm not homophobic at all, man. You know, I know a lot of gay people, man. I've been doing this for 20 years, and this is the first time this thing ever came up about, come on, man, I took more pictures with more gay people, man. I had more gay people serving me, man, in all these restaurants, the whole nine, man. You know what I mean? It ain't even my place. But what you do at home is on you, and what I do at home on me, man. You know what I mean? Just because I see these gay people out and about, don't mean I have to go home and lower my standards or morals or what I believe in or what I stand for.
Right. I feel like it isn't even possible to be homophobic in Atlanta.
I just said that, man. How? You know how? What you gonna be in a box, man? Come on, man.
Open.
I think what people's biggest problem lies with that statement, with even what he just said, is that he's associating masculinity with sexuality. You know, like, your sexuality determines your masculinity, when that's not necessarily the case. You can have a gay-ass man and he can still be very masculine. You know what I'm saying? Not every gay dude is out here like, yes, bitch, oh my gosh, work, yes, honey, oh my God. Like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? All of these gay dudes don't act like that. It's some real, yeah, nigga, what's up? Come here, let me get that ass. Like, it's some real masculine ass niggas out here. Like, on some real shit. There's some real masculine ass gay dudes. It may, you know, correlate. The two may correlate, or, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of gauge someone's sexuality through, you know what I'm saying, through how they display their masculinity or femininity. This is true. You see fucking studs walking around like this, yo, bro, hair tied back, fucking hat on, you know what I'm saying? Titties, got on the bra that hold their titties down, wrap their titties down and shit like that. Like, I mean, that girl is probably gay. You know what I'm saying? And she walking around like, what's good, nigga? You know what I'm saying? What's good, yo? We here. Like, that, she's probably gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you see a dude like, oh my gosh, bitch, da-da-da. He's probably gay. You know what I'm saying? Even though, just looking at him from a can of paint, you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? He could still be a whole straight dude. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like Flame Monroe, who is dead ass a whole transgender woman who literally says herself, I'm a woman 90% of my life except for in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, dead ass. He's not attracted to men at all, but he wants to be a whole woman, or he wants to look like a whole ass woman and not attracted to men at all. He likes fucking women, actually. He enjoys fucking women.
Or accepting to have interactions with gay people in Atlanta. You just might as well move out.
Yeah, brother, man, come on, man. It's impossible. I live in the gayest neighborhood. My studio in the gayest neighborhood around here, Castleberry Hill, man. You know what I mean? And I love everybody over there, man. You know what I mean? The gays, the straight, I know them all, and they know me. And with that being said, they respect me as I respect them and their preferences and everything. But just because you're gay, I don't have to push that agenda on my son.
Do you feel like there's homophobia in the hip-hop community?
Nah, I don't think it's no homophobia in the hip-hop community. They take anybody. They take everybody. You feel me, man? You know, it's cool. You know, if that's what you're about, that's what you own, man. Music is music. I hate for your sexual preference to be what drives your career or your music. You feel me, man? Just make music. Yeah, make music.
You know, this has been a debate for a long time about homophobia. And when they say the hip-hop community, they really just mean the black community. Let's just be real. Honestly, I never really seen this. Like, because when you think about homophobia, first of all, what does homophobia mean? It means hatred or irrational fear towards gay people, you know what I'm saying, or towards gay action. And I strongly believe black people don't have that. Not even black people don't have that, or if you want to just talk about hip-hop, I strongly believe that homophobia is not prevalent in the hip-hop community. Number one, no one can tell if you're LGBT. Just like my point I made earlier, how you can't base someone's sexuality off how they display their masculinity or femininity. That applies here. I think it's just not openly accepted, where it was like, you know, niggas in hip-hop was really on some shit like, oh, like really actively going against LGBT, like, oh no, we gotta keep LGBT out. Gay people can't come to hip-hop. You can't rap. We're not supporting your music. That never really was the case. Like, there was never really a campaign, you know what I'm saying, or a whole movement against LGBT music, you know what I'm saying, or against that music. There's always been gay rappers. There's always been gay singers. There's always been gay motherfuckers in hip-hop, period. It's just that their sexuality wasn't always at the forefront.
Music, yeah.
Speaking of, you know, just letting the art express itself, like, you know, artists from back in the day, they wear crazy, outrageous costumes.
Yeah.
You know, weren't masculine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't think they caught the backlash that some of the artists now get. You know, like Prince or Michael Jackson or Tony Wilson.
But one, they ain't making the music. You feel me, man? Maybe we made the music, we can let some of the outfits pay us. You know, man. You know, man, I ain't got no problem with that. I just said that I wouldn't wear no outfit like that. You can wear whatever you want to wear, man. Everybody got the right to do whatever they want to do, be whatever they want to be. Just for me and my house, we gonna do it like this.
And that's a fact. That's why I said this shit is subjective, yo. Like, that shit is, it depends on the family. Like, real shit, it's not like this nigga saying, you know what? Should none of y'all be wearing dresses, cause all of y'all motherfuckers some sellouts if you gonna do a Lil Nas X. Like, he didn't say that. He didn't say all that. He didn't say, oh, you a gay ass, you gay as shit if you wear that. He didn't say none of that. All he said was, me personally, me, myself, and I, and my kids, and my family, we ain't on that shit. Y'all got it. That's cool. But I ain't with it. We ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I think it's been mad dramatic. Like, come on, son.
In the building, man. Do you feel like there are rappers out now besides like Lil Nas X, like Lil Uzi Vert or Young Thug, that are pushing an agenda as well? Because their clothes that they wear are different.
Yeah.
I mean, and the youth, they look up to them. They love their music.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, you know, that they're pushing an agenda, or do you just feel like they're just expressing themselves?
You know what, man? They can do that, man. They can express themselves. You know, I don't really just approve of the pocketbook carrying and stuff like that, man. But hey, that's y'all. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? But my son ain't gonna be carrying no pocketbook.
Do you feel like, you know, since you made your statements that, you know, people are trying to silence your opinion a little bit?
Man, you know what? For everybody that has a negative thought about it, man, there's somebody giving me a positive comment about it as well. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fathers that stepped up, a lot of mothers that stepped up, telling me for thanking me for even making a stance and saying something, addressing something that everybody can see, but everybody also act blind to.
Right.
You know, your name is Pastor Troy.
Yeah.
You have a religion.
They love to sit there and say, there's no agenda to emasculate black men. There's no agenda to feminize men or black men. What are you talking about? You're just fucking homophobic. You're just mad because, you know, times are changing and people can finally do what they want. And, you know, it's just fucking, life is evolving. Like, sexuality is evolving. And like, nigga, no. You cannot tell me, you cannot get mad at this man for commenting on Lil Nas X fucking outfit and then turn around and be like, yes, Billy Porter, yes, Lil Nas X, yes. Well, who was the other dude other black dude they had propped up? Yes, John Legend, yes, with that suit dress, go ahead, black man. How can you do both? How can you literally root for, but you cannot. You cannot say you got one and don't have the other. You can't. Like, my nigga, come on, son. Those are the only 3 men at the fucking Grammys in dresses or in some feminine ass shit. Like, my nigga, that they love to prop them. And even if they wasn't, they propped them up the most. Like, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's undeniably so that they are pushing this agenda in more than just the Grammys. Into all types of other shit. Just like he was talking about Lil Uzi and Young Thug and all these motherfuckers. I would say, hell yeah, they are pushing that agenda. They are helping out pushing that agenda, whether they are doing it purposely so, or they're just doing it to like he said, to express themselves, and that's just how they like to express themselves. You could be doing it for either or, but either way, you're helping that agenda. You are pushing that agenda, purposely or not.
You have a religious background.
Yeah.
Your father is a pastor.
Yeah,
so
man.
he is a pastor. Like, what do you feel like, the role of religion plays?
You know what, man? I was raised in the church, man. You know what I mean? My parents have been married for 48 years. This is my example of he set the structure for what I obtained to be as a man. You feel me, man? I want to be like my dad in every way. Hell, my name Pastor Troy.
Right.
You feel me? I respect him and I love him. And the things that he instilled in us and our family, I cherish. And I want to pass it down to my son. And I can't wait to see the day where I meet his wife and my grandkids. You feel me, man? And the generation just keep on going and going, man. That's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know?
Switch subjects.
I really love that. I really love hearing, especially black men. I love hearing black men say shit like that because that's how it's supposed to be. That's a fact, or at least to me. That's how I want it to be. That's how I want my husband to think, and for my future family to think. Because, like he said, that's right. Your father is who you gonna look up to. That's what's gonna instill in you what you think a man is. That's who you gonna want to be. If you a good father, if you know what I'm saying, if you a good father, that's who your child is gonna look up to. Your child is gonna look up to you to be a man. His idea of a man starts with you, just like his ideas of a woman starts with his mother. But he's gonna learn what he needs to act like as a man through his dad. His dad is gonna be the first person to teach him that. The first person to teach him what a man is. So why is there anything wrong with him saying, you know what, I want my son to be like me. I wanted my son to be like me, just like I wanted to be like my daddy, to continue your legacy with their son. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with wanting to instill what your dad instilled to you into your children. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with that. Most people do that. Like, that's what motherfuckers do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pass shit on generationally. That's how shit is supposed to go.
He been hitting on you in the DMs.
Oh, they all in the DM, man. They all in the DM with all that BS. You feel me, man? It's funny. It's entertaining, man. But I'm glad I got everybody's attention because we still ain't folding. We still ain't changing our thought process. It's real, man. It's my opinion. It's how I feel. Everybody's entitled to do that, man. You can be as gay as a $3 bill. I don't care. But I don't have to subject my children to it.
All right. When you go to the Georgia Dome.
You know what? I respect that shit. I really respect people who stand in what they say, who stand up for what they say. Whether there's some ignorant ass shit, some bigoted ass shit, some racist ass shit, whatever the case may be. If you got the balls enough to say that shit and mean it and then stand behind it after it's already said, I can respect you for that. I can respect you just based off the fact that you stood behind what the fuck you said. You ain't let nobody, you know what I'm saying? You ain't run back and try to delete it, try to delete the post. He didn't run back and apologize. Oh, no, I didn't mean it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do none of that. He was like, look, man, y'all ain't like the way I said it then. That way, here it is again, but it's the same shit. That's the best way, I think, to raise your children is to show them what it means to be solid. You know what I'm saying? To really stand your ground and stick to what the fuck you believe in. That's some solid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some stuff that is definitely, him going through this is going to inspire his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, him getting dragged through the mud and shit like that, and him staying 10 toes down, that's going to show his kids, especially his boys, you know what I'm saying, how to handle situations like that, how to stand up for what the fuck you believe in. So I respect this dude, yo. Honestly, he ain't say nothing wrong to me. Like, he ain't say nothing wrong to me. I agree with it. I don't think he's homophobic. I think if he would have worded it a little bit differently, certain things he said, certain people wouldn't think he was homophobic or anything like that. But honestly, I don't think there was no way around him getting dragged on Twitter or him being called homophobic because he's coming after LGBT. What he said in the beginning, he said, you come after them alphabet boys, you know, it's over for your ass. It don't really matter even if he would have said, you know what, well, I like gay people and I don't mind gay people and I have a gay uncle and a gay da-da-da and I do this for this gay community center in my city and I do this and that. But you know what? I don't want my kids to grow up gay. Even if he would have said all of that shit, people would have still been like, you're a fucking homophobe. You fucking homophobe. Like, niggas was still gonna do that shit regardless. Honestly, people call you a homophobe over any goddamn thing today. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Do you think he was being homophobic? Do you think the statements he made was homophobic? Do you agree with it? Why don't you agree with it if you don't? Or why do if you do? Other than that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, get us a thumbs up, share this motherfucker, all that shit. Can y'all see this reflection? Yo, right here, yo. I think it's because I'm not using the tablet, yo. I'm using my mother old phone. And yo, I think it's a crack in it, yo. I don't know. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Alright, y'all.
You niggas be wildin', you niggas be tellin', you niggas be rapping about shit that ain't happen. We don't believe it, we wanna see it. Say that you got it, why ain't you bring it? Say that you trappin', you the one fiendin'. Say you the best, but what about them feeders?